The other time, if you want to connect something, you got to connect light to light. So I can put that there, but not there.
Can you connect anything? If something else has a purple symbol, you can connect anything to it?
Yeah. Blue border
no,
cards?
there are only some cards you're able to play on other people's machines. For the most part, you're only building your own.
We don't have the expansion in here, so there's nothing
So you can
play.
only build onto your
Right. Blue cards are contraptions. These are the things that actually make stuff happen on your machine. As I said, they have to be connected to a power cord to work. So if I have that, even though I couldn't, but this one would go off, but this one wouldn't. If I put that there, they would both go off.
So do they act every turn?
Every turn you activate your machine, and you go from left to right. You target one person, and every effect on your machine hits that one person.
Okay. What about things that are up or down?
You go, if you have this, you start top and go down, and then the bottom. So, but I can put multiple multipliers on here. I can actually get ×8 on one machine, on one component. These are upgrades. They attach into your components as plugs. You can actually attach them on your main line too. Your main line is this way. Plugs go up and down. You cannot attach to a plug up here at all.
It doesn't have those routines.
Well, I mean, you could put that there, but then you can't do that.
orientation is always vertical.
Last type of card. Brown cards are consumables. They can only be plugged into a power core as a plug, and once you use them, they're removed from the game. They have some pretty nasty effects. Okay, so to start the game out, on my turn, I can play one card for free. So I'm going to look at what I've got. I'm going to play my polarity shifter. And that's not going to be that great this turn, but next turn they'll be awesome. Then I can play additional cards, as many as I want, but I have to discard a card in the scrap pile to do that. So the scrap pile is communal, so we'll put it right there and hope we don't run into it too much. And then I'm definitely going to play that guy and discard another card. So now I activate my machine. I'll target you. I start here. I draw the top 3 cards from the parts pile. So I get all of those, since that's all we've got. Or the scrap pile, I'm sorry. Put 2 into your hand and give the remaining 1 to your opponent. There are only 2. I would get to put 4 into my hand, because I would get to draw 6, and I would give 2 of them to you. So I get those. Then I come over here, draw a card from your opponent's parts pile, and I can play it into my machine immediately. So it won't go any of those places, so I'll just put it there. Since I'm already past it, I don't get to use the effect of it this turn.
Okay.
Then at the end of my turn, I draw back up to 7. And it moves on to the next person. So, clockwise.
So I can play as many things on my main line as I want?
Yep.
The first card is free. Every card after that, you have to discard.
Right, but your main line can grow as big as you want it.
Okay. And even the modifiers require this card? So.
Yep, if you play any card from now, after your first one, you got to discard one. Okay, those are, you can't put that one there, but you can put it there. Yep, anything you want.
I'm solid right now.
I guess I'll just do that.
Okay, who are you going to target with your machine?
I'll go ahead and target him.
Okay, so start here.
So I draw 2 cards from this pile in my hand.
Okay.
And I guess I'm done.
Okay, if you have more than 10 cards, you have to discard down to 10. If you have less than 7 cards, you draw up to 7. So you're up. If you have less than 7 cards now, you draw up to 7. You have 7.
Alright, so I'll put the Infinity Drive over here. And then, so I can play this, and then I have to scrap something.
Yep.
Scrap that one. And then I can play another one and scrap.
Yep. Yeah.
Something, okay. So can I do this?
It has to be played this way,
Okay.
but you can do that.
The brown cards, do those require a discard as well to play those?
Yeah.
Unless it's the first.
Now this right now isn't going to activate because it doesn't have a power source connected to it.
But if you have
Okay.
a power
So you could either put a power source on it or you could just play it there, and it's fine.
But that's universal, right?
Right.
So, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there.
Okay. Still have to discard a card for that
Yeah.
one.
Well, I have to discard both of these basically.
then he's going to power it.
Okay. So who are you going to target?
You.
Okay.
Let's say.
Activate your machine.
Activate the machine. So then I go up here.
Yep.
Multiply the effect of this by 2. So draw the top 2 cards of the scrap pile into my hand. You scrap a card from your parts pile, and that's everything. Now I can play one of these.
No.
I can't.
Only if it says you can.
Only if it says. Some of them will say you can play it immediately.
Draw back up to 7.
Right now you draw back up to 7.
So there's very little point in keeping cards in your hand because you get to keep drawing.
There's sometimes it's good, sometimes
If
it's
you
bad.
run out of parts, when you run out of parts is when you die.
Yes.
So it's a balance because you want the card draw, but we can do something.
So can you put another? Could I have another one of these up here?
Yep.
So that would be.
Yep. You could put one there and one there. If you had one here, it'd be 4. If you had one there, it'd be 8. That gets really nasty if you have it on the one that lets you play it immediately.
You know that is unpowered.
Okay.
Started out targeting Kevin because he's a jerk. I draw 2 cards from my parts pile. I can play them immediately onto my machine if I wish.
So the middle one is because it'll work on both of them.
Yep.
Oh, that's clever.
So that was double.
You don't have to.
You don't have to
discard.
buy
it.
If it says you can play that immediately, you don't have to discard to play it.
I scrap a card from my hand. My opponent scraps a card from his parts pile. So that's 2.
Times 2.
Didn't it say you could draw 2 cards? You could play 1 or 2 immediately.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I can draw 2.
But it's doubled if you scrap a card. You don't have to scrap a card. You can scrap a card to double either of those.
Oh, because you had.
Oh, this is the. I forgot. This is the
double it,
cranked up.
double
This is the
both.
one.
Okay, if you scrap a card, it doubles.
so I
both.
didn't-
You didn't draw 2 to begin with.
So those
okay.
are still there. That's the one that you have to discard. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
1.
I draw
One, and you can play it immediately. You can play that one still. Okay.
Or you can use
then
it to
scrap a card
or
from my
you can use
hand.
So do 2.
Now you scrap a card from your parts pile.
2.
Just
Not
one
2
because he was past
It
that
was-
already.
I had already started my machine,
Right.
Oh, I see.
and I'm done.
Okay. Back to me. So draw the top 3 cards from the scrap pile, doubled. So 6. Oh, scrap pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Rearranging 3. Oh, so you're playing that.
Right.
Oh, so this fires when you play your machine. Oh, okay, so it's not an instant.
Right.
I see.
And then they go away after.
I give 3 into my hand, so 4 into my hand and one to my opponent, who I'll target you because I haven't yet. I'm gonna give you those 2.
Thank you.
So you drew 6.
Yep.
Then you keep 4.
I keep 4 and give 2 to him. Now my hand got huge. I come over here, draw a card from the parts pile, and play it immediately. Put that there for now. I come down to my alignment regulator, rearrange any 3 cards in your machine in any way you choose. And that gets removed from the game.
Now you could not play any more brown cards if you connect something down here, right? Because it has to be connected. The brown card has to be directly connected to your power source. To a power source. It doesn't have
I'm
to
going to
be.
do that.
Oh, neat. So you can.
So now I move to here, and you scrap 2 cards from your hand because I have a doubler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm
gonna put this guy here. I'm gonna
You get your first one free. You did
put.
that, right?
Oh, the first no, I didn't.
so you get that back.
Well, I'll play this card.
Okay.
Then that one discards. Then this one here.
So if you played that one there and put that onto it, you're going to have the effects of that
Well,
double.
you'll see what I'm going to.
Okay.
I've got a plan. All right. So on my turn, then I'm going to draw 4 cards. 4 cards from here. Okay. Then I get here. I get to rearrange 3 cards. So I think just move this over to you.
Okay.
Ah, sneaky.
All right. Then
This gets removed from the game.
go ahead and scrap a card from your hand. draw 4 more cards from your pile. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, you're up.
Okay,